Jim Moret has been a fixture on television for more than 2 decades. But when money troubles hit home for him, the dark path he considered led him to write a very personal book of hope.
In a surprise move,
Jim Moret has covered everything from major trials to natural disasters to the red carpet. But behind the glamour, he faced a crisis that would push him to the brink of suicide.
I had no idea that my friend was going through this very private hell.
I had this overwhelming feeling of hopelessness, and it really took me down a dark path so that I actually thought, I'm worth more dead than alive, because I knew that I had $3 million in life insurance, and if anything happened to me, my wife and kids would be taken care of.
Before joining Inside Edition, Jim, who once hosted CNN's Showbiz Tonight, was out of work for more than 2 years. To help pay the bills, he borrowed money against his home.
It was something that millions of Americans are dealing with right now. You got overextended on your house.
The shame and the humiliation was so overwhelming that I couldn't sleep, and I would think about death.
Those thoughts took a dark turn in April of 2008 when Jim was driving on the Pacific Coast Highway near Malibu.
You drove down the Pacific Coast Highway, you found the stretch of road, you saw where it dropped 100 feet.
And that's when I turned down this dark path in my mind, and I thought, all I have to do is turn that wheel a little bit, and I'll go right over the cliff. It'll look like an accident, and everything will be fine. It was really a turning point in my life. I stopped the car, and it was a scared straight moment because it was a true wake-up call where I thought, do I really want to do this? And I thought first of my family, and they saved my life. They really did. In
the image passed in front of you?
The image passed, and I saw my children and my wife and the pain that I would cause them.
Jim says it redefined his life.
We often value ourselves based upon our bank accounts, and that's not really our value at all.
And nobody knew. Your wife, Carrie, didn't know. Your kids didn't have any sense.
When I wrote the first 2 chapters, I showed them to my wife, and she cried. And it was the first time she'd ever realized the depths of the pain.
At his wife Carrie's urging, Jim turned his near tragedy into a book entitled The Last Day of My Life.
Even though the premise seems dark, the book itself is one of hope and one of inspiration and empowerment.
Thank you for writing it.
Thank you so much.
And Jim tells me that writing The Last Day of My Life has given him hope that he can get through any of life's problems.